number of questions have come in. Can you use the Rode smartLav Plus with a Zoom H1 audio recorder? Let's check. Right here we've got the Rode smartLav Plus. We have the Zoom H1. If we plug the Rode smartLav Plus into the Zoom H1, it will say input line. But as I talk into it here, you can see it's picking up no signal. So out of the box, the Rode smartLav Plus does not work with the Zoom H1. However, with a relatively inexpensive adapter here, this is the Rode SC3 adapter, which takes it from TRRS, that's the one with the 3 black lines, to a TRS connector, which is what the Zoom H1 expects, which is a 2 black line plug. Go ahead and put the smartLav into that, the SC3 adapter into the Zoom H1. Now you can see as I talk into it with the input level set to 45 out of 100, I am peaking somewhere right around minus 12 dB, which is actually pretty close to perfect for a lavalier, well, almost for any mic. So I usually like to record there because it gives me enough headroom so that I don't clip, but plenty of good signal to noise in the recording. So that is what we get here. Another thing that's kind of a plus about this, Rode was thoughtful enough to make this a 90-degree connector. The reason that's nice is that now you can stick this Zoom H1 into your talent's pocket pretty easily. If you have a straight connector, it sticks out quite a bit and it's a little harder to get into pockets. This makes it just a little bit easier. So that's a nice little plus. Naturally, the next question that those of you that including myself that like to geek out and find out, which of these is better. Well, what I did is I record the smartLav Plus into the iPhone 5S and into Zoom H1. And what I did is I just recorded a snippet of dialogue, then silence, and then dialogue. Saying the same thing both times. And the waveforms are fairly similar. Maybe the total RMS output on the recording to the Zoom might be a little higher, but for practical purposes, let's call that good enough. We highlight the silence, then we look at our amplitude statistics. The iPhone 5S, the noise floor sits somewhere around minus 72 dB. On the Zoom H1, it sits around the minus 69 dB. Technically, in this case, the iPhone 5S was a little bit quieter than the Zoom H1. And in the kind of the summary takeaway message from my point of view on this is that noise floor does not appear to be an issue, whether you're using the smartLav Plus into an iPhone 5S or into a Zoom H1. So I think you're going to be in pretty good shape either way you go. This is, to put it in context, significantly quieter than a lot of the other lav mics we used recorded into the Zoom H1, including the Giant Squid, including the HMN Sound lavalier mic. So this is actually a pretty nice offering from Rode. So the short answer is yes, you can record into a Zoom H1 using the Rode smartLav Plus if you use an SC3 adapter. And audio quality wise, it appears to be pretty much identical on an iPhone 5S and a Zoom H1. So hope that was helpful for you. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave those down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that. And we'll be sure to get you more great videos on how to improve your lighting and sound for video. Talk with you soon.